This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Sunset Trail, model 253 RB. This is not a floor plan video, it's a how-to, so I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? Alright, so you come to the rear here. Obviously you have running water plus a refrigerator. It also has a griddle here that pulls out. And let's see if I can get to the hose here. You got right there. Excuse me. You got this LP hose. You have to connect it right there to your quick connect female, and you just plug it right in there, and then you have gas to the appliance. Okay. We'll close it back up here. Sorry about the camera work. Okay. You also have power stabilizer jacks. So one switch controls both rear, another switch up front controls both front. Now you can actually crank these manually if you need to get yourself out of trouble. They give you this crank right here, and you can see it's got a cylinder with a slot cut in it. Okay. Well, if you were to bring that around to the off door side of the stabilizer jacks, let's go to the rear here. That cylinder with a slot cut in it will fit right over that shaft with a pin through it, so you can crank it manually in an emergency if you have to. Okay, so you have a power awning with LED strip, of course, outside speakers. Your water heater is an on-demand water heater, so I'll show you the switches inside, but it's on demand, so you get a constant supply of hot water, and you either have to be hooked to city water for it to turn on, or you can have your water pump on with water in your water tank. If you don't have water, it will not turn on. But I'll show you the switches when we get inside. On this one, I believe it's in the bathroom, so let me look at it here. Okay, so you have power and TV signal out here, so you can hang a TV out here or set a TV out here. That's your furnace vent. Alrighty. Front stabilizer switch. This is a sprayer. You'll have a spray port. I'll show it to you when we get to it. It's for water. Your hitch is a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. We'll show you how that works when you pick up. Also, you have another crank here. It's a smaller one. This crank here is for the power tongue jack, in case the power tongue jack was to fail. You have, up and down, and a hitch light, obviously. But if it was to fail, you could pull this rubber cap off, put the crank on there, and you can actually crank it manually to get yourself out of trouble. So you can always get hitched and unhitched. Okay. 2 LP tanks with automatic changeover regulator. Deep cycle marine battery, and there's the kill switch for the battery. If you want, you can shut the battery off right there. Alright. See what we have here. Okay. So, this is just your dump hose that comes with it. This is one of the reducers to reduce the from 30 to 20, although this is a 50 amp system. We also give you a 50 to 30 reducer. This is open still because the person who prepped it wanted you to see that this is where you draw antifreeze in, right here. This is the line you would use when you're winterizing. And there's going to be a valve here, right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's back there. And that's how you select between drawing water with the water pump, drawing water from the tank, the fresh water tank, or from an antifreeze bottle, depending on whether you're winterizing or what you're doing. So that's why he left that open, so you can see that. Now, this is your city water hookup, the most common way to get water to the trailer. You just hook the hose on there, turn it on, you're all set. Now if you're camping someplace that doesn't have city water, you can pre-fill the fresh water tank right here. So you would pre-fill the water tank, and then you can use the onboard pump to pump the water. I'll show you the switch when we get inside for that. Okay. So even if you don't have city water, you can still use the tank, and everything, all the plumbing will operate just like you have city water. Now after you dump your black tank, which is toilet water and waste, this is a black tank flush here. You can actually put the hose of the dump station right on here, turn it on, and spray out the tank, clean out off the sensors, that sort of thing. But like it says on the sticker, always make sure the valve's open on the black tank before you turn on the water. Also for your freshwater tank, this is I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's a white gate valve there. That's your valve for to drain your fresh water tank. Alrighty, so here we have black and gray tank here. Like I said, if you're going to flush it, make sure you leave the valve open. So you do have a 50 amp system here. So you get your 30-foot 50 amp cord, plus you get this reducer here to reduce it down to a 30. And like I showed you, the little one up there to go farther down to a 20. Of course, you can't run air conditioners off of 20, but you could plug it in at home to pack it up, that sort of thing, whatever you're doing. You have a slide topper on this slide out. A backup camera here. We'll show you how that works when you pick up. You also have a ladder, which is great because the manufacturer states you should inspect the roof every 60 days. So you want to always inspect your roof a few times a season and make sure that there's no damage to it by low branches or no cracking or separation at the sealant, anything like that. Odds are you won't have to do anything for years, but you're just inspecting it to make sure. That should be part of your regular maintenance. Alright, this is where that coiled sprayer plugs in here, and this, which is closed I'm sure, this just has the hookup for your satellite or campground cable, that sort of thing. That's where you plug into the back of the trailer there to get the signal through to the entertainment area. Okay? Alright. Let's go inside here. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is turn on the air conditioner here. It's really hot today. So you hit the mode bar to light it up. This is on cool high, but the best way to go is auto. So cool high auto is the best way to run the air conditioner. It should kick right on here. Let me see what he's got it set at. Okay, yeah, it'll kick right on. Well, actually, he's not. You're not plugged in here, are you? All right, let me go plug it in. I'm not sure what happened here. Bear with me. Let me go look. I was assuming it was plugged in, or maybe the circuit breaker popped in the building because it's very hot and we were running several air conditioners today. Yeah, I believe that circuit breaker for the AC must have popped, huh? In there, I mean in the building? Alright. Well, yeah. Well, we won't worry about that now. I'm not going to go in the building all the way to the front to the panel. We have an electrical issue with the building that we're trying to deal with. Okay, so here we are. So we're inside now. Your TV is more than just a TV. It's an FM radio. It has Bluetooth, so you can stream from your phone or tablet. HDMI in, both front and rear. 2 speaker zones. Zone 1 is inside the trailer. Zone 2 is outside the trailer. So it does all that. You have your panel here. So you turn on your water pump right like that. Use that to pump water out of the fresh water tank. You also use it to winterize the trailer. You have tank heating pads, right? So you can extend your camping season. You turn them on right there. There's a heating pad on each one of your holding tanks. Your lights here. Awning light there. Slide room switch and awning switch. Never leave the awning out. Oh, we just kicked it on now. Never leave the awning out unattended. If we're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in. You can check your battery here, which is charged. Freshwater tank has a little in it because we're prepping it. You don't have 2 black tanks, just 1, so you go with black tank 1 and then your gray tanks, okay? Alrighty, so there's a pantry here. Your refrigerator is a 12 volt DC refrigerator, so It runs on 12 volt DC and it has a compressor. Your range, I don't know if he's got the gas turned on here, but we'll give it a shot. Your range, they have 3 knobs in the middle here for the 3 burners. This one here is the sparker. The sparker, you turn it clockwise, and that's the oven knob there. So let's see what we got. Yeah. So it's that simple. You shut it off. When it comes to the oven, there's a pilot light all the way back there. So you're going to go to the oven knob, you go to the picture of the pilot light, then you depress it and keep it depressed. Then you light it, and once it lights down there, you hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Once you get to that point, you go to operating temperature, and it cycles as an oven does. But when you shut it off, the pilot light goes out. So you have to relight the pilot light for each time you use the oven. Okay. Always travel with this shut. You have a fan with a range hood with a fan and a light. Your microwave works like any other microwave. Okay. This device here is your power converter. This converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged into shore power, you have 110 AC here at these circuit breakers. They're just like you'd see at home, and there's and they're all labeled here, right? Then the power is converted from 110 AC to 12 volt DC. You got 12 volt fuses here, and they're all labeled. Okay. Now, when you're plugged in, this is also a battery tender, so it'll always sense how much energy your battery up front on the tongue has and needs, and it'll keep it charged up. Of course, when you're pulling down the road, your tow vehicle will charge your battery, so that's 2 ways to charge your battery. Okay. Your keys are hanging on the faucet right here. This table can fold down, and you can turn this into a bed. This one here, let me see what we got here. This is a hide-a-bed, so you pull the back cushions right off, grab it in the middle and fold it out, drop the legs, and you've got a 3-panel hide-a-bed. So there's 2 more places to sleep right there. Okay. The reason it's a 50 amp system is because it's pre-wired for a second air conditioner. That's what the sticker's telling us here. But if you wanted to add a second air conditioner, it's already pre-wired. You could talk to our guys, whatever, but it fits right in this vent's removed, and it fits right in here, and you would have, like I said, a second air conditioner, one just for the bedroom. Okay, this is the emergency escape window. Works like they all do, like this. You push it all the way through, and then you would grab a hold of this tab and pull the spring out, or the screen out, I mean, and you can escape that way. I don't want to break this. I used to the plastic ones here. So, all right. So your shades go up and down and stay in position. If they ever start just falling down, all you have to do is tighten one of these a little bit, not a lot, a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch. You can fish this out, tie it, pull it through a little more, tie a knot in it to make it a little more taut. And the tighter you make it, the harder it is to move these. Now you don't want to get it so tight that you break it. That's why I say you just tighten it a little bit. So if you're out west or wherever you're at somewhere traveling, you don't have to go to a dealer or anything. You can just tighten it up just a hair. And that goes for all of them that are that style. Okay, you have some storage under here, under the bed. Your pet station or whatever you want to use it for, shoes, whatever. Okay, this device right here is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green. If it's not green, like it is, get it serviced, right? If it goes off, it's detected carbon monoxide or LP gas, so you take everybody outside, shut the appliances off, leave the door open, shut the gas off at the front, figure out what's going on. If it beeps very slowly, the same tone, but very slowly, it's telling you your battery's low. I can put it through the test mode so you can hear it. LP test is good, carbon monoxide coming up. And low battery alarm. And back to green. It should always be green. Like I said, if not, get it serviced. Okay, so shower works like any other RV shower, any shower period. Always keep this latched when you're traveling, or the doors can break if they slam together hard enough. Okay. toilet is like all RV toilets. It sits right over a black tank. You got a flush pedal right here. So you can't use it dry. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water. Then you're going to come in here and you're going to put a dose of chemical right in the bowl. Then you'll stand on the pedal. Water will come squirting out, swirling in. You stand on the pedal long enough to put at least a gallon of water in the black tank along with the chemical. No less than a gallon. You can use more if you want. Then it's ready to be used. If you don't do that, it's considered using it dry. And if you use it dry, it'll smell terrible, super terrible. Plus it can get clogged up. So you always want chemical and water in there before you start using it. Okay? Alrighty. So GFCI here, all the plugs in the trailer are wired through GFCI, so keep that in mind. If the one out, you're using the one outside, it pops, you're going to reset it right there. This is your control panel for your on-demand water. It's simple, right? I don't have the water turned on, so I can't really run it at this moment, but you set the temperature here up and down, and obviously you turn it on and off, and you're going to get a supply of hot water, just non-ending basically. So it's very simple to use. It won't run unless there's water. Either the water tank is full and the pump is on, or you got city water hooked up. So neither of those cases is true here. So we can't turn it on, but there it is anyway. That's your on-demand water heater. You also have some more storage. A lot of it actually. You have a fan. Okay, now this is telling us right here that this is pre-wired for this kit. It does say you can get a 4G, but mainly it's for public Wi-Fi, right? So there'll be another one of these on the roof basically. So if you scan that code, it would take you to the website. You can look and see what it is, but it consists of an antenna, a Wi-Fi antenna, and a router. The router will be a box about 8-10 inches square, and it goes right up there. So you would have a router, and you'll be able to. It's a signal booster, so you get better public Wi-Fi. So if your family uses a lot of Wi-Fi, that's a good option to go. It's pre-wired, like I said. So okay. All right. So I think that does it. Let me look around here. Make sure. Like I said, the second AC is pre-wired, so it's a quick and easy install. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember to inspect your roof every 60 days. You're just looking for crack in your separation or any kind of damage, done by low branches or road debris, anything like that. Odds are you won't have to do anything for a long time, but you're just making sure, so you protect your investment. Also, this is all the antifreeze has been purged from the system and replaced with fresh water, so it's ready to go for summer. So you're all set there, okay? Thank you very much.